So warm welcome, Charles in the US and Paulina in Poland. I'm very honored to have you to join me on in a sharing around one of the chapters in the book. It's very, very dear to me to have you both, dear friends.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So if I can ask you to introduce yourself, let's see if Charles wants to start to introduce yourself, who you are and how we met maybe, and your first reflection on the book perhaps.
Okay, well, I am Charles Lawrence. I consider myself a global traveler, and I walk in many worlds. The social world on one way. I walk in the so-called medicine world of the Native Americans. I also walk in the world of the shaman, these cultures of ancient traditions of beings who are connected with the earth and who are informed through the body by the earth. I consider myself a planet being. Part of that happened decades ago. It began when I was introduced to a Mayan cosmology, where the Mayans saw themselves as children beings of the earth. And their way of being, their bodies were connected, a whole physical identification is in relationship to the earth. And over the decades, I was unaware of how those teachings had impacted me. And yet when I've been sent, the voices tell me where to go. I have a history with the Northwest American Indians, with the Hopi Indians in Arizona, been living in the Amazon at lengths of time. At one time sent to South Africa to take a spirit weapon to a very remarkable Sangoma, Credo Mutwa. And at 89, I was invited by my adopted Hopi mother to accompany her to USSR at the invitation of Raisa Gorbachev. And that began a relationship with the people of Finland, as well as some in Russia, and have a large community of fellow journeyers, celebrators of life in Finland. And we're in our 24th year of that community. And then in 2016, a voice invited me to go to Finland, Iceland.
Yeah.
And the doors that opened on Iceland were amazing. And look at the community I have there now. As you know, Matilda, I now stand in ceremony with Johanna in her temple, the Asatru people. And we have an amazing relationship. She says she feels when I'm standing beside her in the temple, she feels this energy, which I now have come to identify very deeply. And recently a reader said to me that, well, when you're on Iceland, said it's as if the goddess energy is moving through you. And that registered very, very deeply because of the profound connection, the deep love I have. As you know, I was there a year ago to perform a wedding. It was a magical wedding. My beloved friends, Solvig and Oscar and the boys. And the family has just expanded. And for me, the invitation to join in this gathering at the launch of your book, and you and I, Matilda, have had some very lovely moments together, the two of us.
Yes.
Remember our time together there, our dialogue, sharing energy.
Yes.
And in this time of, in a way, enforced isolation, right? It's taken me deeper into my own being.
Yes.
And in that being, I've come to harvest aspects of myself that I had never and might never have recognized if not for this great gift at this time. I know myself as a a very sensuous person. Having been, my body wanted to move as a child, and eventually I found the world of dance. And I've so identified also with the process called continuum, where one learns to give into the body, to let this body move itself, unravel itself from not only my own personal upbringing, which suppressed aspects of sensuality, sexuality. This is centuries. We have epigenetic suppression to address. And to daily, in fact, I found myself, what am I going to wear? I guess I'm on Zoom, but I wanted to be comfortable. The body wanted to be comfortable. And so I have velvet pants on. I have a lovely silk cashmere sweater on, silk scarf, because that's the aliveness I know in this body. And it's the core of, to me, to be in community, in energy. There is a sense of, there's an old Bon, from the Bon tradition of Tibet, about the breather and the breathed. And when there is communion, the tantra of communion, of deep, deep breath, the devouring of breath, the feeding of the spirit that has come to be in this body. And then we know now vibrationally what it does to the brain. We know how the biofield expands. The more we are heart-centered, body-centered, the radiance.
Yes.
Multidimensional.
With all your knowledge, Charles, having a first look at the book now, how would you, what is your reflection? Well,
the book, that the first reading the titles and the chapter, well, there was excitement. There was an invitation, obviously, to be in, to express, to join in, and there was a sense of finally, open this door, open this threshold, and what's waiting for us? It's an invitation from life.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And we're going to share more. So beautiful. Thank you very much for your first speaking in there. Okay. So Paulina, where are you in the world and who are you?
Okay, so right now I'm in Poland. I was living before in Iceland, and that's where I met Matilda. It was Matilda was one of the person that I kind of yes, I feel the closest with from Iceland. So I was new there, and it was very, very lovely to have this honor to meet you. And so about me, I'm basically coming from the field of art, and I'm a dancer, I'm an actress, and this kind of like this field of art took me to working like consciously with my body. So it started more with a contact improvisation, for example, with the somatic work with my body. So like I guess this was my starting point to kind of like work with my personal development through my body. Yes. And then I just got more deeper into this, and well, my partner Doman, he's as well a very big character for me, because he kind of introduced me to just ask bigger questions to myself, like what do I want, or who I am, and so on. And I went through a very different stuff and experiences with my body and with my revelations. So I guess how I would say in one word is just like my approach is more holistic, to work as well with my body, to not forget about this, because we are in this planet. So And this is like, we can experience everything here through our bodies. And this is very important, not to just get lost in our thoughts or in our experiences. So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And from your view and experience of the dance and the contact and the art, and when you peek into the book, just one chapter this far, but what is your reflection on that this is happening?
Yeah, well, the first reflection, I guess, it's I remember those moments that you were sharing in betweens, in between the words. It was like that it's a little bit scary to write all those words. And so I guess for me, it's something that it's so intimate to talk about, and to really open yourself so much that you are kind of transparent in front of other people. So I guess this is something that really caught me, and yeah, perhaps it's just something that I can resonate with, like maybe being scared of being open in front of someone else.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, and I was just like talking today with Dom about this, like how the world would look like if we would not be scared of just showing ourselves, you know, because it's just
Yes.
something like this. Very
Yes,
simple.
and we are going to keep sharing about this. It's beautiful points, points, and I'm going to thank you for now for the introduction, and we're going to keep sharing a little bit. So thank you very much, both of you. So thank you, beautiful beings, for being here with all the wisdom that Charles have gathered between the different worlds and the art and the dance and of Paulina. And so where should we start now? You have read the chapter 22, which is called Speaking Gently. And really my sense when I hear you speak already, it's not also about words, is it? You know, movement, structures. You also mentioned, Charles, something before we started the sharing, about structures and how you sense. You want to share that part about like being essential being?
Well, yes. And what comes to me, Matilda, is in our way, you have been gifted with a vision. You've been taken, the spirit have taken you on this road. And your life is forever changed. You cannot go back to who you were. And I see your whole body is in agreement here. Yes. And I'm curious, what was it that happened? Something had to have happened, an incident of some kind, that in the Northwest Native way we call glimmering. Something happened in your consciousness that ignited, opened a door, opened a flame of some kind. Something happened.
Yeah, I see several different moments that has kind of cracked open. But one piece is that when me and my partner, when we start to, we call it a yes game, a game of yes. All of a sudden I notice how people living close to each other, they start to say, no, that's not mine. No, I don't want to do it. That's yours. So it's so much like closing. So we created in between us a game of yes. Yeah. And this has taken us so many, I can write several books about exciting little moments that just yes have brought. So when my partner comes with this, that the book is built on, the activity 2008, he brings me an article where two people are sharing that they have daily sex, and he's inviting me into this game. And my first reaction is, well, that's funny, you know, okay, let's try it. Yeah. And the activity, which I had no idea, it started to open my body up. So there's several things that I'm describing in the book. All our conflicts and irritation became less. because we wanted to complete, to be able to merge that beautiful once, over the day. Yeah. So that was one part. But the most exciting thing is that the body, and some people would call it chakras, I think they are kind of opened, like the vessel that we talk about, we live in. So today, the bliss or the energy or the sexual energy is running, open. And I had no idea that it was possible to have to live, in this vibration all the time, not having to do anything with it, but to enjoy every second and every moment, Mm.
I have a question according, because you wrote about these moments that, for example, when you don't feel that you want to have sex today, so you just transform kind of to open for sexual energy. But I was like just thinking about this, because some people are saying that if you kind of feel the sexual energy, then it's kind of you should transform it into creativity. So I was just wondering. Actually, I don't know how to say the question, but it's just this. Maybe is it good, or is it like what does it bring to you to use this sexual energy into your life and not to transform it into something else?
Well, my reflection when you asked that is that the main thing is my well-being. It's like a complete, like all the cells are kind of run through with energy, like circulating all the time. So it becomes like, like a huge energy field is how I experience it, So it's like, like health, like that in some way. Is what I would experience. You want to connect, Charles?
Well, what I would like to offer there, because we have, again, with all these centuries of trying to control that energy, and whether it comes out of the patriarchy or just where it got started. But for me, when the energy field, it's called the torsion field. When the torsion field is moving and there is pleasure, there is joy, and there's yes. And when you said yes a bit ago, Matilda, that took me to Rumi. And Rumi's great piece of saying yes swiftly. And then begin, knock on new doors. And in the yesness with a partner, and I have that communion, truthfully, with existence.
Yes.
There were times when I was younger, I would be out in nature and I would have to pleasure the body because I was so ecstatic.
Yes.
It was just such pure ecstasy in life.
Yeah, but this is so amazing. I had no idea that you can feel ecstatic, with no other being also around.
Right.
In nature with yourself. It really does not have to, it's not another being, No. It's yourself. It's just so amazing. Right. Yeah.
That's very Dionysian to me. And I've looked at how and however how the Christian world turned the god Pan into something evil, because it is pure sensuality, pure delight, and excitement, exuberance, excitement, and that's real aliveness to me.
Yeah, and I just love to kind of feel it, like instead of hunting where it came from, the shame and everything, but we have not been wiser. We have not been able to live, as open, as much bliss, and in our fully aliveness, and it's fine, but it's possible. Totally. Yeah.
And I see, so in many instances, I know there's some people that are afraid of the energy because they've said that.
Yes.
That the energy I exude is I almost intimidating to them.
Yes, and it was that's how that I'm describing this in the book for myself also. When this, you know, ecstasy started to happen and the energy was larger, you know, than I was experiencing before. Yeah, I was afraid. I thought something was wrong. You know, we have to take this away. That was my like programming was in this way. So it's like exercise, or it's like a relearning to have it opened, to allow it, to not be afraid of it. Yes.
So you say that that your energy has developed through the years
Absolutely.
after this practice.
Absolutely. It's not the same. It's not at all the same experience. It's like a whole new experience to walk around in my body.
Totally.
Now it's like the body, it's like an energy. I didn't know there's an energy body. You know, it's like a separate,
Yes.
you know, all that's a whole, we can talk about that for a whole week. You know, we can sense and we can like feel a lot only with the energy body, and we can merge and we can have energy sex and come together, and with nature also we can, you know, feel union, you know. So there's so many levels, and just also bliss in the body, like feeling like bliss vibrations, like after, like most people I think would resonate with after an orgasm, for example, then the whole body is kind of vibrant, and have this be there, you know, more, you know, over the day. That's how I would describe it, and I could not facilitate that before. That's how I experience it. So it's been like a journey in opening.
Yeah, to me it comes this word that it's kind of like a huge container that, yes, you know, that you can make the space bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Like you are growing with it.
Yeah.
There's a term we have, Matilda, called technicians of the sacred.
Oh.
And once this, the dynamism, because it's both dynamic and receptive simultaneously, as I know it. And then one, as a dancer, you would know how to breathe it.
Yeah.
And to me, it's energy waves, then undulations begin to happen.
Yes.
I'm sitting here vibrating as it is.
Yes. And
right.
And I think that's what we're here for, in a way. That is to like catch, you know, that more and more people. I think the journey that I have had is one kind of journey. No journey will look the same. It will probably be easier and easier and easier to just kind of breathe it in and have this opened. I don't think it's a time thing either. It's more like a conscious something. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I've learned over the years, and I don't know how, Paulina, how you have you danced in big productions, where your dance has taken you. But I've learned when I have a memory right now of years ago. I was my first starring role in a musical, and then I was just a beginning dancer. But after a ballet in this one musical, one night, the audience just broke into, I had a standing ovation. And that moment awoke in me a synergy, a connection with several thousand people, and myself being the vortex, the movement, and taking it all in, where the whole audience gets taken in.
Yes.
You know, and that's where I become the more deliberate I am, the more poised I am, the more able to really encompass with love and eat it.
So amazing. That's so amazing. And to me, it also becomes like a child happiness of just having to share about it and feel it and enjoy it together. You know, it's so much happiness there.
Well, we could take everyone and turn them back into a child.
Yes, 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 yes.
Very manipulative. We learn to manipulate.
Yeah. Paulina.
Yeah, but as well, for me, it comes, you know, there is like a lot of energy and the happiness and this bliss, but as well, like how to root yourself and, you know, like to kind of be connected and to be able to feel in the same time all those crazy feelings or emotions and be in the same moment present and stable. So.
Yes.
Like how to find this balance and in this.
But that's also beautiful, because to me it's like I like to describe it as a coin, you know, like the anger or the like force of life, you know, the brutal darkness, everything. It's like if we can't feel that, we won't feel the bliss. It's like it like kind of goes together in some way. The expansion needs to, we kind of have to embrace all that, you know, at the same time.
Totally.
Mm.
To be in joy while angry, to be in joy while this or whatever. To be, and again, that to be in joy in grief or sorrow.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And your chapter was like, I love you, I hate you. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
those two.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very cool. It's possible to love and hate at the same time. It's like
exactly.
black and white, and you know, all the it's like very dynamic, you know, something.
The love never goes away. Existence never turns away from us. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a large question I have now, because what is really love? You know, what we call love, what is that really?
What is it really?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it really?
That's a huge
Beautiful
question.
My answer in this moment is that the life force, you know, the sexual energy, if you like, that is love. You know, when we feel turned on, when we feel enlightened, when we feel happiness.
So you would say like it's this fire kind of inside of you.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what what is your take, Paulina, on that?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, what is your, how would you how would you describe what love is then?
Well, I had at some point those reflections about love that I was actually thinking of how to catch the subject, and because I found something perhaps egoistic, you know, in the behaviors of just in general of the society. So if it really exists on this level, that if what I'm doing is because I want to do this and it's because it pleased me, or it's because that someone else want me to do something. So but it's just like very on a very deep unconscious level to really like dig in to is it really, or are we able to touch it somehow, because we kind of feel that I love you, you know, that this is obvious, but then is it really obvious, or is it really that I'm feeling it? I don't know. This was my reflections about that.
It's so beautiful, like unanswerable, you know, parts, Charles.
Yeah. What that brought up for me as you're speaking, Paulina, I've had over these decades, there are certain people that there was spontaneous connection. Heart connection was so profound, and it wasn't with others. And then recently, there's several people in my life that I feel them miles away. I know what's happening, miles away. And this one day, I went out on my deck here in the woods, And I felt this woman who's going through quite a journey, like a daughter at this point. And the love of this energy just from my heart. And I thought, wait a minute, I want this for all life. I want it for every being on the world. There's no exclusion because I love it. It's multidimensional and it's very selfish. I love this. I love it in the sense that I'm sensually alive. I'm vibrating. There's ecstasy in it. And there's knowing. There's communitas. There's knowing.
Yeah.
And then I'm writing, like you talked about, the orgasm.
Yes.
The breath becomes the orgasm.
It's like the state of like wholeness. The mind is not there. It's just like body energy. It's just an experience, you know.
Well, several years ago, I'd been quite ill. I'd been one of these tick diseases and was unable to literally walk for a couple of months or have much pleasure in my life. And yet when I found serenity. I never had known serenity. But one morning I was walking out to look at the trees and suddenly there was pleasure in serenity.
Wow.
And I found bliss.
Wow.
I never looked for bliss, but it showed up.
Woo!
You know?
Yeah.
And once those doors are open, they will not close.
Well, we're very lucky that that's the case.
And it wants to be fed, to feed it, to deliberately feed. I do that with food. I do that when I'm soaking in the tub. I do that when the body's picking out what colors to wear today. You know, it's all part of an orchestration.
Yes. Yes, so beautiful. Paulina.
Well, I wanted to say, I kind of wanted to change the topic right now. Is it okay? Yeah.
Yes, sure.
So I was wondering as well about talking about sex. The book is called Daily Sex, and for me, this is something very important that you want to share with people. And this sharing, it can be really challenging as well, how people will react on it. And as well, because at least my experiences, and I'm coming from Poland, and in my family, I talk with my mom, but it's not really like a common thing, I guess, to really talk about sex, about sexuality, about our bodies, and especially right now, what is happening in Poland is that they want to stop sexual education at all, because for them it's dangerous for children. So for me, it's kind of important to brought it up, to talk about sexuality, and talk that we have the bodies, and not to be ashamed of talking about sex, and talking about that I need sex, or I want to, or yes.
Beautiful. I resonate with that the word sex and sexuality have been so shamed and been connected with dirt and all kind of bad, and also controlling, and all this kind of power, all kind of things. And my aim is to describe and recolor it, and paint a new painting, and it's for all of us to kind of recharge and bring up the healthiness and the harvesting of touch, and just as our soul, everyone's soul is longing for just being together, and but it needs to be healthy with learning about boundaries, and learning how to use pleasure in a very conscious and beautiful and raising of consciousness way.
I as well, I've experienced for example, that people are scared of showing kind of like closeness in front of someone else, you know, that you would not touch in front of someone else because it's something to be, that this is something just for two of us in our room that no one sees. So and as well, like something else come to me about this equality. I don't know if that word exists. It's just like that, for example, men, it's okay for men to have sex, but for women, it's something that you don't talk about, or it's something just to have children. So I don't know, it's just like all those topics are coming to me because of my origin. I don't know. I mean, maybe in different countries it's very different, but
I think it's very different in all cultures, and I think in many places all those stereotypes that you are talking about are very alive and kind of the ruling standards. So that's also like the kind of coming out of the closet. My aim is to share the bodily, you know, blissful sensation and allow for that to be heard and seen and talked about and everything. And I know it's like against what is mostly done. So that's why it's so exciting and challenging and daring, and that's why it's so important for me to have you, for example, to share with me, to open this. It's like a co-creation, the whole thing.
And as you speak that, and I'm thinking of the various cultures, I'll just say the Islamic cultures. In ultra Orthodox Judaism, the women are just so suppressed in so many ways. And how in some of those traditions where over the eons, the men have been terrified because of the power of women. And to me, there's a responsibility in this, Matilda.
Yes.
Of opening the door. You can't let too much light in right away because it's going to frighten some people. Except being the embodiment of, you're not talking about it. You're not trying to convert anybody. You're simply expressing your own personal experience and something that in that realm of love, life, eros, the dimensionality, you're we call that hollow bone. You're the vessel through which this is being infecting the field.
Yes.
You're infecting.
Yes. And one thing that is supporting me in a way is that I have gotten the questions, what are you doing? How does it work? How, you know, everything. So I'm sharing as well as I can the steps that, you know, my body has taken and me and so on, the book. And now it is, sorry?
It's a scientific exploration.
Yes, in a way it is. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pay attention to it.
Yes. And as for now, it's like a painting that is done. You know, the book it's not going to be changed. You know, it's not going to be less blue and more red. It's just, you know, me sharing like strokes, you know, of different colors, and whoever, you know, feel like peeking or looking or reading or, you know, enjoy or not enjoy. If it doesn't move you, do something else with your time, you know. So it's like comforting that I'm like releasing a painting kind of in that way.
Yes, when you make this comparison to a painting, for me, when I read the chapter, was like a poetry. It was really like a kind of like a diary that you are just writing, that you are sharing something from inside.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just like a piece of art, basically.
Yay. And that has also kind of developed because I have not known how to share, and the way it happened is that, this point I can put this on one chapter. speaking gently, and then I write and I kind of mix the point I'm thinking of with my bodily sensation, you know, and so I'm like feeling what I'm feeling at the same time I'm writing, and just mixing it together like that. And that has been, and it has not been changed after that. It's just brrps. Yeah, it's just.
Well, I can say, Matilda, in the just a few years, the 4 years that I've known you, I've experienced quite a shift in your presence.
Yeah.
You're the assuredness. You know, and what I feel when you speak of the book, speak of the process of being a painter, whatever, you're not looking in any way. It's out there. However everyone reacts to it, that's their reaction. You're not looking, you're not even aware of approval or disapproval. That's not your concern.
Well, I am death scared at the same time. So it is,
really?
you know, yeah, absolutely. That's why you're here, you know. That's my seeking, you know, comfort and sharing, because at the same time my ego is like dying away. So I have to like come back, you know, to, is it a good thing to release this painting, you know? Yeah.
It's
well, if I can bring in something that's the field for a moment, there's a lot of new language, Matilda, about the brain and the system, and we're looking backwards now. And it's not about ego. It's literally the old personality no longer serves you.
Yes.
You're giving birth to a whole new personality. And your personal reality has evolved because of that. The dimensionality you are as a being, you know, and you're dangerous, you know, because you can go any place now and you impact everywhere. Because of your openness, your freedom.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. You like that, Paulina?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually like
it resonates.
Resonating, yeah, with this. And like taking as well this to my experience, to just not be scared of showing myself, you know, in art or in something, like just I don't care, you know, kind of.
It's kind of, I hear the soul or the heart, or however we define that, but you know, kind of what's needed. I hear that so loud, so it's not possible to put it in a drawer and hide it away anymore. You know, it does not serve. You know,
it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't go back.
And in a way, that's really cool. And challenging also, of course.
Sure.
Beautiful. Let's start to wrap our sharing up now. So any last reflections, any last words to complete that we've been together for a little bit now?
Well, I am knowing huge delight. The whole body again, tingling through the body, delight, naming delight, to be in this introductory dialogue with the two of you. Yum, there's a it's gustatory. The juices are flowing, the saliva is flowing. I'm wet.
Beautiful. Amazing. To me, that means something is right when we can be there in the juice and in the flow. And I could not do that before. I was afraid of it. I ran away when I felt that. So I see my own journey, how I can relax there and allow, you know, invite for being in that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charles, very much. Thank you. Paulina.
Thank you very much. Yes, for this book and for sharing with us, and for this beautiful conversation. Thank you to you, Charles, as well. And yeah, and it's really like for me, like ending this conversation, I really feel elevated. You know, like I feel this energy, you know, to create as well. And and it's very beautiful experience of having, yeah, experience. And I was actually thinking of perhaps doing this myself, but I'm still like, you know, like because it's really, yeah, it's challenging to have sex every day. It's something, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe to just connect to that, it's to me, it's about allowing myself to give in to the flow. So and since my body is already there, it's so easy, you know. Any structure, like you started out with, Charles, you know, any structure, anything is kind of already, I'm already turned on there. So it's more the mind and being irritated or stressed or all this that needs to kind of have to kind of eliminate that, to be able to kind of, you know, being close to another body or enjoy yourself. It's like easy when you allow for it in a way. Yeah.
So I guess I just have to work with the mind control, I guess.
Yeah, and also prioritize, you know. Am I allowing for the rhythm? Am I allowing for time? Am I noticing? Am I aware? I'm giving space for it, you know.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, my dears. Thank you for now.
And I look forward to the next installment.
Yes.